Welcome to Smash Writing.
Let's scratch the invisible air here.
Paul, Justin, and we have embarked on many journeys of film series.
This is going to be the one that kills us.
This is the one that suicide is going to happen and murder is going to happen. Either I'm going to kill Justin and then I'm going to kill myself, or he's going to kill me then kill himself. This is a long journey.
Kill you and burn your house down.
Today,
I don't even know why it was my idea to do this.
Today, we are reviewing the second film in the James Bond series, From Russia with Love. Starring Sean Connery. They even had less of... okay.
Well, we actually got a little bit of what would become with the Bond songs, right? We got the dancing belly go. Still weird. Still can hardly see it. Just shimmies in a stomach somewhere and a bleeding mess of a fucking title card, but it was there.
It was there. Let's go ahead and give the plot.
The plot of this movie. Let's see here. The movie kicks off with fake Bond being killed by Red Grant.
As
practice for the real deal.
It's like, why do you have to actually kill him?
And we see this plot. It's being worked up by Spectra with the help of Kleb, who's a member of the Russian military, the Soviets. And I got his name. That's why I'm like, I do have his name. Kronstein, who received playing chess. And they're worked out this thing where they're going to pitch this. They're all working for Spectre and this guy with a white cat. And they pitch this idea that they're going to utilize their connections with the Soviets to get something. Can't remember what it was called. I don't care.
Some type of device. The whole point was to get Bond involved. So
yeah, their mole, the woman who would be seducing Bond, would get this device out of the thing that they needed, the Soviets that they needed, and pretend to be transporting it to the British. But she's actually working for them, and it would go to Spectre, and Red Grant would just kill everyone. So Bond knows that this is a trap, and knows that this was a trap. But if they have a chance to get their hands on a decoder, is that what it was?
I think so.
I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
Then they have to try it and do it anyway. So they takes them to Istanbul and to pretty much double play this woman who they knew was setting up. Because this woman is claiming that she fell in love with James Bond from a picture, and she will only deal with Bond and she will get the device out. So off to Istanbul he goes, much to the degree of Trench, his girlfriend from the first movie, is there. This will be the last time we see her.
Yeah, because she was only in the scene with when they're like fooling around on like a little canoe boat.
Yeah.
And when he takes the call from
Moneypenny,
well, from the agency as a whole,
yeah,
she gets like, do you have to go? And then they...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he goes to Istanbul and they're working.
Bond's very dedicated with showing the girl...
she is...
Titania, of how dedicated he is to playing her by, like, kissing her, fooling around with her, despite the fact that he has a girlfriend.
Yeah, he's still sleeping with her despite the fact he knows she's playing him.
Full-time commitment here.
Yeah, yes.
But go on.
I know you're playing me.
I'm playing you too by sleeping with you.
I'm going to sleep with you anyway. But he meets up with the Istanbul contacts, the people they're working with, and he explains like how the Russians follow them and they follow the Russians. It's a friendly little game between the two of them. As it goes on, they end up in a gypsy camp where two women are fighting over the chief's son, and they sleep with Bond, or because Bond is the one who ends up getting to decide which one of them gets to marry the chief's son, so they're both trying to kiss up to him.
Jesus.
After he saved them from a Russian attack. But he ends up getting the device. She gets the device out for him. on the train, and that's when Red Grant makes his move to get the device. Bond fights him off though, and they escape, and they escape on a boat. He gets away with the decoder. They end up in a hotel room. Club takes one more shot at them there. Happily ever after.
Yeah, it literally ends, and then he I guess he sends the decoder script or whatever it was, the film in the water as they.
Well, no. That was the film of them sleeping together in the hotel room, because the plan was for Grant was going to kill them both, but make it look like Titania was blackmailing Bond with that footage, and Bond killed her and then killed himself.
I mean, that sounds creative, at least.
Yeah.
But I think that's about it. Okay. First off,
you said you liked this one better than Doctor No. I'm arguing that just because it has the plot doesn't make it good.
no. Is this better than Doctor No? Yes. Is this a good film? No. But if you're going to compare it to the first film, then yeah, it is better. Does it have a plot that you can at least follow and doesn't look like chicken scratch put together?
No, yes. Not really.
It has a plot.
It has a plot, but not a... Like, this is my problem with this, right? And it goes back to what we were joking about. Bond knows Titania is playing him.
Yes.
The Istanbul people he's working for know she's playing him. Eb knows she's playing with him.
She knows. That they know. Everybody knows.
The only victim in all of this is
Red Grant.
Titania. I called him Blonde Bond in my notes.
I feel like they were building them up.
They look exactly alike.
Except they got blonde here.
But no, the only victim really in this is Titania, who's being forced into this position by Clem, who really like paws at her leg and is massaging her shoulders. That's a weird scene. But
oh my god!
And it's like never at any point did things happen between these two. You never had a point where Titania went from being forced to play this seducer agent, to actually liking Bond and wanting to turn on her government, because she doesn't want to turn on her government. She just doesn't like Clem. You don't have any bonding moments between Bond and Titania. You had nothing to make Titania care. It just happens.
And first time I ever seen an ass in a PG film.
We had a long conversation. You just didn't understand what I was trying to say, I think.
No, I know the rules were like different. PG-13 wasn't around.
Yeah, PG-13 was not a thing.
Around, so
and women's asses are not offensive.
No, they're not.
And grow up, parents in the world.
So, here's the thing. With Red Grant, they made him seem like he was going to be a bigger threat to Bond.
Yeah.
Like, even Cleb, punched him in the fucking gut.
With the brass knuckles?
Yeah, and he just
I think I have that written down here, too.
And, he looked, he was like... And, she roundhoused him, too. She's like, oh, dude. She put all of her muscle into it.
You see, blonde anti-Bond gets punched with brass knuckles to show his toughness.
Yeah. But then, they have this small little fight together with him and Bond eventually overpowers him. You are building this guy up, to be... I would love to have him.
You had that moment on the training grounds where, you had fake Bond doing these stealthing things through the maze, right?
And you never seen it.
You never actually had a scene where real Bond is in that fucking area. That's what you should have... That's what you were setting up for, was putting Bond in that area and showing that they couldn't duplicate what Bond does because he's not Bond.
And honestly, the way you were building him up, I would have seen it a couple of rounds. Like this, he was, in a sense, the body of the villain, okay? And what I mean by that is, he was the muscle. He wasn't the mastermind. He was going to go hand in hand with Bond. Give us a couple of rounds. This is supposed to be a fucking action movie. And was there really only, one fight scene? One full-out fight scene?
Sure, I don't know. Most of it is chasing.
2, if you count fucking Bond being a woman abuser and smacking Yeah, like it was not even provoked. I don't care about the dialogue. Yes, I get it. Everybody knew that everybody was being a double agent. This dude comes in, and I've never seen a hero walk into the corridors of their train car there, and was like, bam, and then he sits down with her, and like, oh.
Well, like again, no bonding moments between these two to actually show like he's had enough with her. Because you don't have it. Like you have these stupid little moments, but that's not.
I just never seen a hero smack a woman unprovoked. Like it wasn't like she was like an agent and she's like, I'm here to kill you too, and I'm gonna cut you. No.
Well, it's kind of like like I said, they all know she's playing her. He's doing nothing to try to, work out what she is until the one guy dies, and then he's like, "Tell me what you know." Like, well, why did you not do any actual investigating, Bond?
That's pretty much. I'm only going to ask you one time. He is a woman beater.
Like this idea, right, could work in a today Bond. Like, if this would have worked like a Pierce Brosnan one, it would have been smooth as shit. Because Pierce is smooth as shit. He would have actually been like investigating this woman, trying to figure out what's her angle, and there would have been moments of like them actually bonding together.
Yeah.
In here, there's nothing, and that's the problem with every woman in this movie, and it's because I think of complaints. Because even we pointed out from Dr. No, like, yeah, this shit's kind of sexual assaulty,
very much so.
And so
well, they went from sexual assault to woman beating. I don't know.
No, you reverse track in this movie where every woman is aggressively in there. Every woman. From eye contact.
Oh, Bond. Shut up! And tell me what you
The two women who are fighting for the chief's son go from fighting for the chief's son to we're going to pamper Bond because he'll decide which one of us gets to because he's the man. And you get that throughout this entire goddamn movie.
At least his girlfriend from the first film was smart. She never showed up for the rest of the film. I mean,
the rest of the movie's going on. This is it. She's done.
Yeah. Well, good, because he wanted to prove a point. He was so dedicated to playing the double agent role with her, with this Tatiana, that he had to sleep with her and all of that. Good for you to leave him. Fuck Bond. Fuck Bond. That's what I would say. This guy's a woman beater, sexual assault. Like, come on now. Like, we're 2 movies into this. And this is not looking good for this guy. Ugh. Here's the thing. I'll put down, like, because I got into Bond through Daniel Craig. So I never really watched a lot of these other ones.
I'm longing for Pierce.
We're
so far away.
I'm not hard against Pierce Brosnan as Bond. Because I only seen bits and pieces of his films. So I don't know, like, this is my first time watching this whole series, and I'm like, fuck, this is...
Well, it's like, you get, the difference between, like, you always get him, he's a womanizer. Bond's always been a womanizer, right?
Yeah.
But at least, like, Brosnan and Craig, there's a level of flirtatiousness.
Actually, though, even, I don't know much about the Pierce Brosnan version of Bond with the womanizing, but in the Daniel Craig ones, he's really not a womanizer. He actually has love for a double agent that he caught feelings for.
Yeah.
And the rest of the film is actually, the rest of the series is actually him hell bent on making those killers and everybody that tricked them and her, he's hell bent on their getting to them. So this is kind of like a 60s thing with the womanizer thing.
No, Pierce is that way. But like I said, there's a level of flirtatious flirting going on between them. No, not really. Like I said, there's a level of flirting between the women. And then this one is just like, get over here. And I guess,
the first one was, Dr. No was him saying, get over here. The second one was like, oh, we'll come over there. Just don't come here.
To you.
Okay. So.
Let's talk about, like, should we even talk about this plot? I mean, it's interesting. I do like the Spectre idea of like, well, we're just going to get Bond to do this, and we're going to be working this angle. I mean, it was creative setup, like Red Grant, making sure no one's interfering and Bond is still playing this game, but Bond is not asking any questions. Why? Why would he want to investigate? Why would we want the master spy to actually ask questions?
Is that part of being a master spy?
Like, oh, this seems fine.
Oh, okay. I did like what they were going. I like the fact there was a revenge thing because, like, Dr. No is supposed to be a big component of Spectra, and they want revenge. Totally acceptable there.
Yeah.
To con him and playing chess with him was perfectly fine too. Like with the the idea of like, okay, we're gonna put him in a trap. But it wasn't honestly a good trap because Bond was already knowing that he was going into a trap.
Yeah, but even like, what's his name? Kronstein. Kronstein even says, of course they're going to know it's a trap. But we're just going, they know that they have to take the trap. So they have to come to us. But like, you don't do anything with it. It would have almost been better if the machine was lost.
Yeah.
Or if Bond had to destroy it to keep it out of their hands.
Right. Right.
Because that was the one thing they couldn't predict is what would Bond do with the device. Something that they couldn't predict, not just Bond being better, I guess. Mm-hmm. When he doesn't do anything. He's always reactive in this movie.
My thing is too with the action is like so far we're 2 films into it, very little action. I get it, this is the 60s, but give us more basic fight scenes. I would accept that. You build up Red Grant to be this legitimate muscle threat to Bond.
Well, what's best is he tear gasses him, and it's like you knew that was going to come. They set it up from the beginning. But it's like you tear gassed him in a little room that you're in too.
You're not immune to tear gas, buddy. And like how much it exploded. Grant got it mostly in his face, but Bond would have been affected.
Yeah, that room's gonna fill with tear gas now.
They threw out complete logic in this one.
And so for nothing, because Grant gets the better room anyway the next one because he's choking him with the karate.
That's actually pretty sharp. He has it in his watch. Yeah. That was like sharp. I'll give.
Well, I mean, this probably where it came from. I've seen that done in like animes and everything.
But it's still an awesome thing. So let's.
Oh, we got Q. That's the best part. We got Q here. I think it's the first time we saw him. So I don't think he was in Doctor No.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we finally see Q.
Yeah, because he's giving him he's explaining.
He gives him the briefcase.
Yeah. Which Q, obviously Bond needs weapons and all these cool gadgets. Q is the man to do it.
All the way to Pierce Brosnan, that guy's in.
The same guy?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Because I knew the character.
I think he only misses one movie in between here and his death.
Okay. That probably explains why they went with a new new quartermaster Q in Craig series.
Yeah. I say that and watch it, like I wasn't there. Like, no, I'm like 99% sure that's the same one.
So, give your grade.
D. I'll never watch this again. God damn. This movie, I'm longing for GoldenEye.
and you know what? We're so it could get better.
We have like 11 more movies until we get the Brosnan.
I'm giving this film a D. I think I gave the Dr. No an F.
Yes.
Or unsatisfied. I don't know which one I did.
You gave it a U.
Okay. So wow, god damn.
Oh, no. You gave Wishmaster a U.
Okay.
Wishmaster 3. You gave from Dr. No an F.
Okay, so this is an improvement. I'm giving it a D. Will I rewatch this one? No.
No, dear God, no.
No.
I don't think I'm ever going to watch a Connery movie again. Done with him forever.
So, this is a D for me, 60%, not rewatchable.
No rewatch value. There's not even value on the first watch, let alone on the second.
I feel like they had to film these back to back to back. I get it that this one made money, the first one made money. I don't know why.
Well, it's even weirder is that scene where he first meets Titania and she's in the bed with him. That's the scene they used to audition new Bonds.
somebody was in this porn.
Like, why? Why do you keep using that scene as your gold standard? That wasn't even a good fucking scene.
I didn't even know that was the first time they met. Like,
Yeah.
so she just showed up in his room.
Yes. If you think about it, that is the first time because they haven't met yet.
Ass naked, and here's this motherfucker. Okay, and let's talk that lead up scene before that. He clearly knows somebody's coming into his apartment.
His
Or
hotel.
his hotel. Okay. So what does the first thing he does after he gets the sense that somebody's in his room?
Undresses to
He undresses to take a shower, then only to come back. Okay, you are a fucking spy. Your ass should be on high alert. If I hear something in my room, I'm fully dressed, I got my gun ready, and I'm not talking about my dick, I'm talking about my pistol.
No one say that, you idiot. No one's giving you a gun either. Don't shoot yourself in the foot before you shoot an intruder.
It doesn't matter. What would matter is I have the gun and I'm ready to shoot something.
Your wife had the gun, I'd be worried, but
I'm not going to go after I already have the sense that somebody's in my room and I'm a spy. I'm fucking 007. I know people are after me. And I'm going to go take a shower. Then he doesn't take a shower. He just gets undressed. Oh, D.
You know what I'm going to do at the end of this? If I remember, I'm going to have like a card at the very end of it that says a blank more till Brosnan.
Yeah. But until next time, bye-bye.